Hello and welcome to Let's Play Endless Space 2. I'm JC Proton. This is episode 17 of my 7th Let's Play series. We are playing the Horatio on Endless Difficulty. In this galaxy map here, you see we are on a, what are they called? Disk 4. Disk 4 galaxy of the largest size, high node connectivity, many constellations. We have low amounts of curiosities, anomalies, minor civilizations. We just took a really hard, difficult map. In addition, our neighbors in this constellation are the Cravers, and they have jade onyx, and they also have ionic crystals. So that's a pretty challenging situation to start with. It was a tough start as well. Our starting system had no fertile planets, which is always a bad thing. We did start with blue cat mold, and we had both of the starting minor factions for our constellation here. We had pilgrims and cephaloros, both of which have been spliced at this point. Currently, so this is the Horatio. We're playing a non-custom. It's a standard faction. The scores show Cravers at 1300 score, and I'm at 685. So they have twice the number of systems. They have 21 systems. I have 11. They have one outpost. I have 4. So I'm trying to catch up. I went through and counted off camera. I counted their populations, and I see they're at about 190 something. So almost 200 population, and I'm at 50 total. So we're at a big disadvantage. Now, Cravers are at war with United Empire, and United Empire here is doing pretty well. They're at 900 on the score. And we'll go ahead and pull this up here. So United Empire is at war with Cravers. Cravers are at war with me, and they have a truce with this alliance. Alliance is between the Unfallen right here, which this is all they have left. Cravers took this Pixis system, and it's not looking good for them, right? So they have about 300 points, and the Vodyani have about 300 points. So there's an alliance between the Unfallen, the Lumeris here in lavender, and the Sophons in blue. The Vodyani are here in orange, and they have these two minor factions enthralled, so they cannot be taken any way other than just military invasion. And then the Riftborn are back here. The Riftborn have about 1,000 points, so they're doing really well. Both of the Lumeris and Sophons are around 700 points score, so I'm almost as strong as they are. Interestingly, because all of my systems are in the same constellation and the Cravers are split, 7 systems here and 14 here, I'm on the verge of actually taking control of our constellation, it seems. Let me apologize now. Early on, I'm still getting over being sick, so my voice is going to be a little off, and I'm going to be coughing and sniffling and things like that more than I normally do. So, apologies for that. I was looking off camera at this, and I'm debating, but I think I'm deciding against it. This is an opportunity where I could maybe do a competitive colony rush to try to put a military fleet here, guard against incoming Craver food ships, and try to take this system from them. But doing that is going to anger these guys here, the Unfallen. Not that that really matters that much, but it also could potentially impact my relations with the others. I've worked pretty hard to get peace, and I really want to keep peace. I want to try to establish peace with everyone. The Riftborn are still not agreeable to that at all. But the plan is to try to get peace with everyone and not join any alliances, and then try to, fight off the Cravers. Yeah, that's the plan. So anyway, let's go ahead and so this event ended, the Riled Researchers event. So that dropped my science, but it also so it was giving me plus 30 science and minus 20 dust on all of my systems. So now that that's over, I went from minus like 550, 570 on dust per turn down to only minus 250, which is great. Definitely great. Um, I am out of resources to sell as far as the red saying. That's all gone, but there are lots of other resources I can sell. So sorting by price, the most valuable thing is hydromiel, and I do happen to actually have some of it. So I'm gonna sell one of those. And you can see the buying price is 1,000, and the selling price is only 700. So the real price, the real price is in between, and then the market charges a percentage, a hefty percentage on all transactions. So now I'm financially solvent for a couple more turns. Um, so what I think I'm going to do instead of trying to do a colony competition thing here is I'm just going to go ahead and let the Cravers get that, and then I'll either try to invade it as soon as it establishes before there are any defenders. In theory, I don't know if that's going to really happen or not, but it might be something to try. This ship's probably going to try to do a little scouting. I'm thinking I'd like to park him out here at Arcob. It would be a pretty nice spot to just kind of keep an eye on things. And this ship here, I think I want to go ahead and try to take him over here. Same deal. Just kind of keep an eye on things. Um, Also, I realized my fleet hero is level 5. And I had an old quest that was failed with a level 5 hero, search the quest curiosities. And those curiosities are still there, so I can go ahead and take them. So I was like, why not? Why not go ahead and grab those? So these two. So I think what I want to do let me upgrade this. Should I? I don't know if I really need to upgrade the hero ship, do I? Okay, let's do this. Well, we don't need the knife in there, that's for sure. Okay. So it could be 3 turns and he can get there. I think what I'm going to do is pull this ship over here. And here's what I'm thinking. I think this ship is traveling off lane here to Primus to give me visibility. You see, it has a huge vision radius, right? So I want to do the same thing with one of these, with another Overwatch here, and do the same thing. Bring him over here, spot anybody coming over, maybe fly from here over to this spot, since it's still not under this area of influence. Yeah, I do not want to join an alliance.
Though we doubt the purity of your motives, the Protectorate has a proposal for you.
I played around with my laws off camera. If I can get this to positive every turn, if I switch to Super Tax Act, and I forget if I don't think I needed Toys for Boys. I would switch to Super Tax Act and drop Brains for Bucks. That's what it was, Brains over Bucks. So I dropped this and put in Super Tax Act. This goes to like a plus 50, plus 25, plus 50, something like that. But the science drops by into the 1800s or something like that. So it's just a huge drop. And I don't want to lose that much. There we go. My voice is coming back a little bit. It's kind of rough. Where was I? Oh yeah, I played around with my laws. So I want to keep the science going. So I got both science laws available to me right now. I'm going to keep those going, and I'm just going to keep selling resources to keep my empire solvent. I'll just keep selling things off that I'm not going to use for system upgrades. So we'll continue on with fleet movements. I finally get to see that one. Atmospheric 1. That could be dangerous. Influence, okay. So I think what I'm going to do, have this one at Pegasus come down to Oishi, and then probably down to Atlas, and then Quorum. And I think the one that's here at Burius is going to head north to Thea and Novaris, and come over to Cross and Lyra. Isn't that interesting? This doesn't light up, even though there's one available. Now it does, and it doesn't. That one's not bad. See what it looks like when you build it. It's only available in places where you have a lunar anomaly. I don't know if I even have a lunar anomaly. Apparently not. -2 movement points. I might have to cut this recording short. I'm having a hard time. Alright, Gigalatus. So I could have him come up here to Atlas and Quorum, and then leave this one to just go down there, or maybe go to Oyed. But I think I'll have this one come across here and here, and then go down there. Let's see, what am I liking? This guy, that's what that was. Okay. All right. I'm just going to park this guy up here, just to kind of keep an eye on this area. All right, and yeah, we need to move these guys. Now, the other thing I'm thinking is, if I drop Lost Horatio out, and just go with these guys, I can upgrade my hero. Yeah, I'm going to do that. now they're a lot faster. Let's see. 5 of 6. 6 of 6. Okay, he can get there in 3. He'll get there in 3. The lost Horatio will get there in 4. Oh, it'll be 3. And those guys will get there in 3. So the plan will be to meet up, make a fleet, explore this curiosity, and then the Overwatch will head up to AG, and then potentially go across here. Oh, what's this? That's what I'm talking about. That's the danger, right? So he's going from here to here, maybe? Interesting. All right, well, that's one turn out. One turn down. All right, we'll take a peek here. I got a Haroshem on AK. Ooh. Cool. Well, that's my first Haroshem. United Empire has allied with the Vodyani. So now the Cravers are at war with the Vodyani, but that's pretty irrelevant because they don't have a border. They don't share a border. This alliance is now at war with these guys. That's great. Excuse me. Wow, okay. So these alliances are at war with each other. The Cravers are at war with United Empire and Vodyani. So that didn't really change much there. So that gives the Vodyani something to fight against. That's good. And the Riftborn are in Cold War with everyone. Okay, cool.
Though we doubt the purity of your motives,
No. No alliance. No alliance. That would put me into war. I don't want. I do not want unnecessary wars. I've got enough on my plate. Pistis grew. Okay. Yeah, Gistrad. I believe it was AD. Yeah, I want to feed him from AD. There we go. Okay, so the way I'm doing it right now is AB Sikagoja is feeding Elyon. AA Prime is feeding Mael. AD is feeding Gistrad. And AC is feeding Pictor. And our election is coming soon. We're at turn 116. So we're getting close. All right. Let's take a quick peek here at Gyarzar, whatever that is. Gyazar. Gyazar. For the cause, battle tactic. Okay. It's not something I'll use. I don't really use much in the way of fighters and bombers. Gigalatis. So just taking a shot. And then he'll head over here. Okay, Canis. Let's check that out. What we've got here. One of those virtual artifacts, I guess? No, something else. Graviton shielding. Wow, okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, not cool, bro. Not cool at all. "21 ships, full manpower, 3,400, 3,700 attack, 4,400 defense, balanced." Yeah. It's really weird. I can't just do a direct flight. It's really weird. Like, I should be able to do, like, if I want to do a direct flight somewhere, I should be able to just do it by hitting control. Very weird. Well, whatever gets me out of the way. Whew, look at that food chip. 776 food. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't try to take Laren, right? So the fact that that's coming means he's not going to attack these guys. He's probably coming for me. He's probably coming for me. And that's pretty scary, because I don't think I can take that fleet out. And that's pretty bad. The one thing that might tilt me into an alliance, I mean, that could, if I join that alliance, I don't think it puts me into, a truce. I think it brings them back into conflict, into Cold War, I think. Ooh, that was good. 20 antimatters, worth a lot. Okay. Send that to AB. Pistis on AD. Okay, where do I have a Pistis? AD. Excuse me. And AA. So AA will send to here. AD will send to here. So AC does not have a Pistis, right? Right. Okay. Oh, I did boost the remnant at some point a couple turns ago. I had them down to where there was only one reproducing at the time. So I went ahead and did the spaceport trick and brought everybody off system. So there was only one, and then I boosted for the price of one luxury, and then put everybody back. So we've got them boosted, and we're only 3 away from splicing the remnants, which will help us with our cash flow and give us more industry. All right, that looks fine. Want to try to get through this turn. let's just roll through to the next one and take a peek there. Oops, we have a financial crisis. Imagine that. What a surprise. It's getting better, though. It was minus 250. Now it's minus 209. We're getting there. We're finally starting to pull up. Or not. It's 219. Excuse me, boy, I know. It's probably tough. Okay, where are these guys going, man? Huh. Okay, great. I'm glad that they're continuing their offense there. They're guarding. I do arrest spies because later on you get a bonus to approval.
You're the caviar of the galaxy.
Well, thank you. I like to think so. We are the Horatio, after all. The most perfect beings in the galaxy. Wow, look at that. That dude is fast, bro. Yeah, I'm just going to go straight to Arcob.
Though we doubt the purity of your motives.
Cool. Heroes. I'll have to ponder that. Have to ponder that. Promoter of diversity. Be the first to pass a law from each of the 6 political parties from the beginning of the game. I've only passed laws from 1. Okay, so anyway, what you get is information. Black Ops, minus 50% diplomacy cost reduction. Okay, so what I have to decide here is cultural and verdicts. It'll take 10 turns. But these 4 outposts will be complete in around 10 turns or so, probably, roughly. It doesn't look like that. It says it's going to be a lot longer, but there's food ships coming. So this one has food ships of 118. This has 76, 100, 139. So they'll be establishing. So I expect probably all 4 will probably be completing within about 10 turns or so. So I'm going to need that. As long as the Cravers aren't attacking with a big fleet, I'm really happy to see this thing turn around and head away. Oh, this one isn't a. This is a different kind. I was thinking this was an Overwatch. Doggone it. Maybe I need to turn him into an Overwatch. Oh, that was a mistake. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'll just have him keep on going, and we'll just send probes. We'll just send probes. It's fine. If you have a small area to view, you can accomplish a similar function as an Overwatch by just sending out probes. So it'll be fine. Hard target. That's a pretty good battle tactic. %25 long range defense. So I don't know if it's 25 at long range and 12.5 at medium range and 0 at short. I don't know. I'm really not sure the specifics. The details are lacking. But okay, let's take a look. So the cruisers are hunters. I could just call it a hunter, I guess. They focus fire, do extra weapon damage. They target protectors and coordinators primarily. Alright, so typically I go maximum weaponry. It's a reasonably good ship. I could reduce the amount of firepower and add shields, but I don't really want to reduce the firepower. That's kind of the point of this ship. So I'm just going to leave it like that. Hopefully I'm not going to need to build either of these because they both take a very long time to build. Currently, in my current state of low industry, a shield will take 7 turns, and a hunter will be 9 at best. And my other planets that are lower industry obviously will be longer, so it's going to be rough. It's going to be pretty rough. But at least we have those set up. What'll hopefully happen is I'll complete this and then be able to complete these two. And I'll be able to update and modernize all my existing fleets. And when I build out cruisers and my shields and cruisers, or my protectors and coordinators, or whatever they're called, coordinators and hunters, they'll be better, right? And if I, we'll see. I can either do that, or maybe I can get around to doing these and unlock this and get the upgrade going, right? So there's that. So I'm going to have to play it by ear, but for sure I'm going to have a massive minus 40 approval situation going on with if I don't get the cultural and verdicts completed. So that's the next priority, because I'm at 11 of 11 and 4 outposts. So I need those next 4 systems for, and what I may also be able to do, if I can get my population up to 50, only 9 away, then I'll start getting a bunch of influence. And when I have enough influence, I can change my government over to a federation. If I do that, it'll reduce system development luxury costs by 20%, and I'll get +1 system before overcolonization penalty for every hero I have that's active, that's in a party that is in a party that's in the government. So right now I have 3 heroes, and they're all ecologist. So if I became a federation, ecologist has a lot of support, as you can see here. So they would win the elections. So that would give me 3 additional expansion disapproval slots. That would be 11 of 14 then. So there's that. Of course, doing that is going to require that I go into anarchy for 10 turns. So we'll figure that out. Let's finish this fleet movement, and then I'm going to do this hero deciding off camera, and then the next video we'll see what I end up deciding. So this guy, he's going to just hang out here. Atlas. Oh, minor civilization remains. Oh, these guys were Ambler. Okay. And they're still there. Oh, look. The system is named Ranas. Frogs in Spanish. Ooh, that's actually all right. Dust. More dust income. How many? That's 126 dust income. Normally, at this stage of the game, 126 dust income is not relevant. For me, it is, actually. Wow, it's not that expensive either. All right, let's see where we would put that. I would build that at right about here, 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 or here, depending on what my situation is with approval and population and stuff. Cool, that was great. Okay, he's here and he's waiting for he's waiting for people to show up. I'm starting to think about trading. I'm kind of tentatively thinking a trade headquarters here and here and here, with subsidiaries here, 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 and here. So I'm thinking trade headquarters at AA Prime, AB Sikagoja, and AG5, and subsidiaries at Gistrad, AI5, AD4, AE3, and AF21, I think is what I'm leaning towards. So that would have trade routes there, 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 coming across to here, and coming up to here, and, you know, whatever. And it'd be like a spider out of AA, right? It'd be going every direction. I think AB, I think this one would take a route like this. So that would be pretty good. It would go across this one as well. So this would be running across Pictor, and Sikagoja would run across Pictor. And the real bottleneck is probably either going to be the blue cap or the meta intactogen. So we'll that's what I'm looking at. So that's where we are. It's a very challenging game. I'm kind of happy the way things. I'm happy to see that Craver fleet turn around. And seeing that huge food supply, yep, it's already full. So that would have been wasted effort. I figured this was kind of an overreach. I didn't think Cravers were going to get it, but I guess nobody's blockading them. So I guess they're going to get it, which means maybe I can snarf it from them. If I bring, like, after we finished exploring these, if I bring my fleet up there, that's way out there. It's vulnerable, right? I could maybe do a quick hit. If I have siege ships and invaders and just hit it and just bam, take it down real quick, grab it, build an upgrade so that I have a spaceport, and then immediately send that Craver population down here. That would be great. And then I could just, you know, who cares if I keep that system? I mean, it would be nice, obviously, because it's got the resources, but it's so exposed and everything, it doesn't really matter. I could lose it right back, and it wouldn't matter. I would trade it away, but I think in order to do that, you need a higher... I think you need this. Lets you exchange all resources with trading. So I would probably need to research that, which will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns about. So we'll see. We'll see when we get closer to that if that's a thing that's going to happen or not. Yeah, we're just going to wait. I guess he'll just chill. Okay. Make a hero decision here? Yeah, I don't want to rush that. I'll do that off camera. I'll take my time on that decision. This is going to be important, right? Okay, so thank you all for watching, and we'll see, and enduring my sniffles and sneezing and coughing and all that mess. So yeah, thanks for watching and being tolerant of that, and we'll see you guys in the next video.